Welcome to another match. We have a rematch, actually, between Reborn Gaignun, Murder Mastodon versus Doomsday and Roaming Ronin. Remember that Gaignun and Mastodon pulled out a close 3-2 reverse sweep last time they played in the Swiss rounds, and Doom and Ronin looking to avenge themselves here. So what are your initial thoughts here going into this series, Goatrix?
Well, last time was a very, very close game between the two teams. It started out very early, very strong for Doom and Ronin, and it wasn't until I believe Refinery that there was any sort of turnaround and that there was able to get momentum back for Mastodon and Gaignun. And even then, it was still a pretty close series. I'm going to say it's probably going to be the same, with it barely favoring Gaignun and Mastodon, only because I think they're just a little bit more in practice than Doom and Ronin is, despite looking at Doomsday's record on screen and seeing it's still at like 2,000 points.
Yeah, I think I would probably favor Gaignun in this as well. They're more practiced. I know they've been preparing heavily for the series. Doomsday and Ronin, I think, still having some issues together where they don't play as much. Also, one thing we're seeing right here, they're going to be starting on Highway, so Palace was banned, which is a good thing because Murder Mastodon and Gaignun have been historically a slow starting team. They tend to lose their first match fairly often, tend to lose Palace. We've seen a couple of really bad stomps against them on Palace, and so skipping Palace I think is a really good plan here with Doom. In the Highway start, I think will benefit them a lot.
Well, last series, they started on Palace, and it was easily the most one-sided match of the entire series between the two. I can't remember. Did they skip Highway last time, or did they play? I
I
think they
don't think.
played Highway.
I think they
No,
banned
no.
Highway themselves.
Okay, yeah, it was Highway that got banned. I was trying to remember because the first
It
two
goes
games.
straight to City. Panorama was banned last time by Doom, and they banned Highway, and then City was the second
That's
match.
right. That's right. Yeah, because I just remember the first two games, Palace was definitive in Doomsday and Ron's favor, and then the next game pretty much went their way too. I'm not sure if starting on Highway will help break that up, but as everyone says, Palace is not the match you want to play. You want to start your games off against Doom on.
Well, let's go ahead and get this started.
It's cold.
I need to turn the volume down. Loud yawns out of Guinan. Looks like he is starting with some form of decay deck. Unlike me, his arsenal names actually reflect what he's about to do.
Hey! Your ideas are the same. They just have spelling errors, just like your gameplay.
Well, so for example, my melee pursuit deck.
Oh, hold up.
Oh, that is rough.
That Like Murder has an empty hand right now, but he's got 5 aura. But oh my goodness, that is a terrible start. Oh goodness, and he is sandwiched between Doom and Ronin. Yep, this is gonna get ugly. At the very least, Doom only has Rock Shot, which isn't gonna be great for hitting him. But Ronin has Blaster of some form.
Oh, Dazzle Blaster. Oh, that is such a bad situation. Well, at least I guess it's at least
Oh,
Throttle Blaster, so
but
one
yeah,
less damage per hit.
I noticed that
Not
Throttle
comboing
Blaster.
effectively either. There they go. They finally hit another.
Yeah, this is still not good, especially because Mastodon has only finally getting into the match now of the reincarnation, and Gaignun is still on 1
Well,
aura.
Mastodon
Ouch.
is putting more damage down onto Ronin than Ronin managed onto Guinan, but Ronin firing
Yeah.
back.
Well, Ronin, I think didn't go for it. Didn't have. Oh yeah, he's really low. Now he's kind of lower in resources. Doom is at he has looks like a meditation and. Okay, they're finally getting something on the board now. Gainon's going to boost mine here, trying to look for safety.
He could probably start hitting some of those twist lasers to give Mastodon support.
It's going to be a tough angle, though. He has to basically expose himself to Doom, and I don't know that he really wants to do so right at the moment, especially because
Yeah, see, he can hit the angle.
Okay.
Twist
Yeah.
has a better angle from that spawn than Slide Laser does.
Oh, Fly Laser doesn't have an angle there, period.
Yeah,
For the most
that's the
part.
point. Is Really
Yeah,
doesn't.
but it's just he doesn't want to sit there and just twist lasers while Doom just goes in. Okay, that's
Mastodon
a
takes down Ronin. Never had a shield. Just kept getting reincarnation down until he died.
yeah. Yep.
There's some more
Um,
damage down. This is starting to look up for them. Doom's gonna make
yeah.
the pickup.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Drops a
Oh,
Psycho Spear right onto the face of
on
Mastodon. That couldn't have felt good.
that. Yeah, it's gonna make things a little bit more even.
Looking to Quantum Decay.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to like doing this strategy a lot on this map, but I just find that you can't go to it too often. And right now, just this has been a really bad start. And I'm almost going to guarantee you that yellow in hand, unless he dumped the dazzle earlier, he may not. You know, I was thinking he might be like some sort of orb, but then it's like, no, he's not going to mess with his
I'm pretty
schools.
sure he still has the dazzle, yeah.
Yeah, it's a dazzle.
Mastodon does have an orb, but he's at 1 health, playing a dangerous game up there
And
against Ronin.
he's got Doom coming up, I believe, or two.
Gaignun with the support with the Twist Laser does manage to take down Ronin. Mastodon lives to keep fighting. Gaignun dodging the gravity press.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's a
say,
really
I'm really impressed with Gainun's dodges this match.
well. That wasn't like a good gravity press. It was gonna hit like mid chest.
Well, not just the gravity press, but that early aggression. He only managed to take 6 damage after a dazzle and a blaster had him dead to rights. It's 0
Yeah,
aura.
it was a throttle blaster. And like you said, they weren't coordinating very well. And Doom and Rock Shot, even though I know you love the skill, wasn't gonna be like a super aggressive skill right there because he could just hide under the highway.
Ooh,
This
that
is
pickup
looking,
was clutch. He does manage to make it, so they are not out of the game just yet.
but this is an ugly spot because now the teams are both divided, and one partner's got health, the other one doesn't. So it's gonna be hard to. It's gonna be hard if one person drops, especially the low health one. Oh, now they're both. Oh, but Ronin's down. But Doom has a Psycho Shell, so he should be fine getting over there.
Oh, that hurts.
Ooh. Oh, man, they're lucky there wasn't like a fall to the
Oh, and
ground
he
there,
drops
too.
through. He, as you
There it
say it, the
is.
caster curse strikes again. Doom falls
Yeah,
through the map,
I think
and
I'm behind. I
that
think I'm
with the
behind you
manual
by a
aim.
second or two. Yeah, at that point,
I'll pause it just for a second so that way you catch up a little.
it's literally just like a second or two behind.
Yeah, I paused it for about
Okay,
a second
good.
and a half. So
Yep. Okay, cool. So yep. So then there's looks like they're gonna go to Pano.
well, it depends. Last time Pano was banned, so we'll see.
Well, I thought I heard Guinan say they're going to Pano.
The chat closed, dude. Like when they were both
Now it
on,
sounds like they're having some chat problems.
That was a really good play out of him. The Quantum Decay, I mean, yeah, he hit it. I don't know if it was super impactful, but they managed to put down the pressure. Big play out of Murder Mastodon, laying down a lot of the damage that managed to get that going. Gaignun
Well,
also able to put in a lot of work with just a Twist Laser. That's all he had all game.
I think the biggest problem there is that Dooms didn't have good offensive tools there to really hit Guinan very well. Rockshot's not a great call against a cartwheeler for the most part, especially with open space. And plus he could just hide under the highway, so it left all the offensive momentum on Ronin.
I'm not sure I liked the arsenal out of Doom. We saw the acquisition. He
No.
threw at least 2, if not 3, Psycho Spears that round. So when you
And
say he only had the rock shot, well, yeah, he only had the rock shot, but he did throw
Against-
3 single-use attacks.
Will against Guinan, I'm saying. That's the problem. Because he wasn't in a good spot to hit Guinan.
No, he wasn't.
He was in a great spot to peg Mastodon, and he did. But Guinan had pretty good cover where he's at, and there wasn't like they couldn't double team the same way they should have been. And while Throttle Blaster was doing damage, it just wasn't doing enough when Mastodon could just keep hitting Ronin from behind with like no challenge.
So we are on Panorama, and that is a Ricochet deck right there. I can call that one right now.
Yeah, it looks like the Gainan Classic. I know he's been shying away from it for a while to try to break people, trying to counterpick it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Gaignun Classic.
Nah, it completely closed.
He tends to focus his more. He has 3 Ricochet, and I think it's 3 Agonies, and then a Lucifer's Arrow. He tends to plan on getting the Ricochets erased.
Well, and he's also planning on the life loss because he uses Mephisto's pack to dig for the stuff he needs to get set up. Okay,
Yeah.
This is not a great setup. No shields, 2 ricochets and an opti. He needs some help, and at the very least, it looks like right now Doom is frozen. I don't know if that was from I think he attacked.
Level Amp
He
is
attacked
also
Mastodon.
interesting there.
Well, I think on this map it's because he doesn't want to help them in case they have ricochet laser.
I mean, I don't usually worry about running anything like that on my ricochet deck.
Yeah.
So I find it interesting that he does.
But to run just like any sort of level boosters.
Yeah.
I think it's an okay strategy because at the very least, if that Opti goes away, then he still can get the level to keep supporting. In this game, having a lot of levels is good because that's extra attacks, it's extra moves. Up there goes the Opti. Good call.
Does get a lot of early damage down onto Ronin, and Mastodon also playing well with the lightning sword. Ronin at 6 health already. Second Opti down. You know, this
no
is
shields from either of them, from Doom or from Ronin.
One thing that I always find interesting is he doesn't bother to play a jumper here because then he could hang his optimizations.
I don't think he's worried about having to hang it. He's okay with them trying to pick it up because then that way it's a bait in some circumstances. Oh, that was a bad hyper kick.
Ice Sword out of Doomsday left and right cleaning house.
Yeah.
Gonna be able to pick up his partner no problem as long as he can find him.
Yeah. Yeah, this is still a fairly even match because Doom has a lot of life still.
Catches another Ice Sword.
Yep.
Both of them are low. Gaignun takes another hyper kick.
Yeah, it's a 4 damage hyper kick too.
Dear goodness, Doom is just laying into him.
Oh, speaking.
Mastodon, I don't think he's gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
I don't know. Did you see?
Yeah,
that
there it goes.
Oh yeah. Did you see that agony dodge from Ronin? That was sweet. That was hella tight. Yeah, see, that was the problem.
Actually, I missed that. Wow.
Yeah, he totally dodged an agony from Gaignun there and just barely avoided knocking him down. So, yeah, that was a really gross match. See, that's kind of why I'm okay with having level ups with the Opti in case the Opti becomes a bad idea. Because, like, honestly, Ice Sword on that map is too good, especially with Opti out. You can just sit there and freeze people all day, and yeah, it's ugly. It's super ugly.
I'm using attrition.
So let's see what they go for here. Oh, Krillin. So Sonic Boom, anyone?
Yep, it's going to be Sonic Boom with a lot of heats.
Sonic Boom, heats, Tiger Strength. This is arguably the most even start Gaignun's had so far, I think.
I mean, his start last game wasn't too bad.
It wasn't bad, but if they would have kept the Opti off, wait a minute, what are you talking about? They lost.
Well, I said the start wasn't bad. The match may not have gone as intended, but
there's a lot of boost mines going on, and Gaignun got a part of it.
Yeah, it does manage to get him the aura to not have to override as much.
And it looks like a Stormblade from Murder. Okay.
That's a skill that's really kind of fallen out of favor lately. Be interested to see if it makes a comeback.
And a lot of people still like Stormblade and Lightning Blade and those. You don't see them a lot in tournament matches because I don't know. It's an odd skill. It has like very little curve to it. The cost versus the damage is questionable. I mean, like, I can see it being good, but yeah, I'm kind of glad people don't use it more. But so Doom's laying into Mastodon with lasers, but now Lightning Sword from Gaignun coming up.
I know I was pretty hot on Stormblade for a while. That was when I was running like all mines, all Stormblade, and a lot of extra poppers. Everything had Shatter, and everything had 2 of them. You know, but yeah, I moved away from that style, and I noticed a lot of other people not using Stormblade lately either.
Yeah, so it looks like Mastodon's digging for an attack here. Doomsday is at vibration level now, and it's just laser assault from Doom and from Ronin. Oh, he finally catches triple
Does manage
laser.
to catch the triple, yeah.
It took him a while. And there's more vibration laser. Okay, so Murder's sounds like he's got an attack now to join in. Now looks like they took a shot at him though. Doom still has no shield.
Catches the blaster.
Oh.
Where did Vibration Blaster go? Did Mastodon catch that?
I think so. So there's another 2 attacks from Ronin.
Probably smart move there.
Doom decides to take the drop instead.
I think it's interesting that Gaignun's holding on to the Return to Nature still. With Doom at a +1, I think I would have probably given in and erased it.
I think that Gaignun feels confident that the +1 won't matter, especially because his defenses are relatively high. Like, he's got the Fortress, he's got the Vacuum Wall. And he catches Ronin.
Yeah, it takes the shield there.
Yeah, that's just like I think the first attack we've seen from Gaignun
Nice
this whole
vibration
match.
laser manual aim from Doomsday.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Surprised he didn't get. Surprised the fortress didn't come out or a vacuum wall.
Sorry,
Ooh, there's a little bit of lag there.
Want that reincarnation.
Man, Mastodon is terrible. No offense for him. 3 shields and no attacks.
Yep.
And-
Gaignun's playing it well with nothing but a lightning sword. He's keeping it
Well,
at
yeah.
bay.
Yeah, I mean, like, Gaignun's made 1 attack the whole match, and so far they're at 17 and 13, but I think most of it's fall damage. Okay, now he decides to go for that. I think he just needed to clear space in his hand. Then a Turbulence, okay. Yeah,
I mean, it's still kind of a rough call to make there because now his Sonic Boom. A plus
Yeah,
one Sonic Boom is so much more effective than just a non-buffed Sonic Boom.
Yeah, his Destructo Disc is a little bit lacking in punch now, just like regular Krillin.
But he is throwing throwing
Here
the
we go.
trash there, so we'll see if trash makes a comeback. Not finding any of his other heats or stimulates.
He's just loaded with attacks now. That's kind of an ugly spot to be in. Like, the cheap attacks are really good when you can guarantee you've cracked array shields, but if you know they're holding them, you don't feel confident with them because, yeah, you're just running away throwing your attack for nothing. So Photon Barrier, that's nothing. Okay, so...
Lightning Sword not going to do much against Ronin right now. It's Doomsday he wants to hit.
Yeah, Doomsday's the... Ooh, but he's getting hit by Murder now, a Flame Sword.
Is that a Bundle Blaster, looked like?
I think it was.
Not even sure who he was hoping to hit with that, to be
Oh,
honest.
that was a nice vacuum wall catch. However...
6 damage to both Murder and Ronin. That's rough.
The Sonic Boom's not a great angle.
Ronin goes down.
Go.
Doomsday makes the pickup.
Not yet, he hasn't.
He's getting there.
He's at 20 aura. Dang.
Vacuum walled the Flame Sword and the Sonic Boom.
Okay. Gainun's still way low on attacks. If I was Gaignun, I'd be going and digging for that green because I'm pretty sure it's a Tiger Strength. Paralyze.
Vibration Blaster now out of Mastodon.
Yeah, and a Vibration out of Ronin, though, too. Doomsday's at 1.
Oh no! Oh no, I lost my reincarnation.
Oh, wow.
Reincarnation lost by
Doom-
Mastodon.
And Doom is down, but yeah, that's not a good spot because...
5 capsules left. What else you got?
He's got...
Stormblade, according to him.
Yeah, that's not a great spot
Nice
to be at.
dodge by Ronin there.
Ooh, that was
For a male
gross.
jumper, that would have not been good.
Okay, so there's a shield. So there's a shield and 2 attacks gone on Doom's side, Doom and Ronin's side.
Not to mention, Doom is now shieldless. Ronin doesn't manage to dodge
Yeah.
the second Stormblade.
So now he's down to 5 capsules, and he's got to dig for an attack
Yeah,
himself.
Mastodon, they're just letting
Doom's
him
at-
fire down the lane.
And Doom's at 4 capsules.
Another
Oh,
attack.
he blocked. Nope. He guesses an attack, and Doomsday does not bite.
Ronin holding on to an aura particle.
Yeah, probably.
See, looks like he's got a heater stimulate in base. Tiger
I don't know if
Strength.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was. So now he's got the Kai Blast, aka Throttle Fireball. See if he can start laying into them, since shields are kind of low for Doom, and I don't
Trying
know
to
what
catch some
Ronin has.
sign damage again.
I think he'd just even be happy with a shot to the face. Oh, Will-O-Wisp and Stormblade from Mastodon.
Yeah, it does have at least another attack. We
So
only
he's-
see the photon barrier out of Ronin, so
He's got
doesn't have to
another
worry
attack,
about
though.
losing the Willow.
Yeah, Doom. I don't know if Doom has another shield left, but Ronin has an attack now. So, this is a nail biter. Okay, so Gaignun drops yet another.
There goes
sword.
down Doom to Mastodon, and the
Yeah.
throttle fireball finishes off Ronin.
I
Doesn't
cannot-
manage to dodge it.
Or use whatever shield he had. I don't know if it was still the photon barrier. Probably was.
It looked like he'd actually picked up a different shield.
That would be my guess too.
That was a fumble there. That was definitely a fumble towards the end.
That
Mastodon
was-
and Gaignun playing solid gameplay though, managing to stay in.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like a lot of attacks got erased. There was a lot of skills that got dug through.
That was an attrition war to be sure.
Oh yeah, and that one Doom got the short end of it because he arguably lost the most amount of defense very early and was just wasn't able to dodge like the Doom of yesteryear.
Looks like he might be sticking with the Destructo disc again for this round.
He's got to do it for his boy Goku. He's gotta show us all the Kai Blast.
Never forget.
Oh,
You know what?
he's gonna hit. I want to see the Kamehameha wave in that arsenal.
Okay, I guess he does switch to the Thoughts Arsenal. I helped him practice this one as well. I believe it's double
Traveling
2
traveling
Willow,
thoughts and
2 Willow, 2 Rockshot, 2 Railgun.
okay. And I do find Refiner got banned. I do find some of the decision not to run Rian. Oh, there you go. He's got Rian in there. For a minute, I was gonna say no.
It might be
Rian.
double Rian, double Rockshot, double.
That would seem like a better call, just because man, you can't play Faith and not play Rian. Like that's illegal.
Illegal now, is it?
Well, man, if you're playing that, like you probably have like a 400 rating.
We about to become prequel memes here. I will make it legal.
Oh God. Speaking of oh God, Doom and Ronin are buffing up.
Looks like Mastodon also running Traveling Thought. Interesting that they both have it.
It's a twinsies arsenal. So now Doom or Ronin can fire off some of their plus.
Ooh,
plus
does
skills.
manage to get away from the Ice Sword. That was clutch.
He managed to get away from both Ice Swords.
Doesn't manage to get away from the third.
Nope. But this is one of those scramble situations. Ronin's, I don't know what he's waiting on, but it's Doom versus the world right now.
One thing a lot of people don't know is that a +5 Willow is so hard to dodge, even as a jumper. +5 Willow is just dirty.
Oh, right now their combination, especially with Doom, once again, not having defense, this is like...
This is uncharacteristic of Doom as well. Usually he's the guy that always has the Psycho Shell.
And can always dodge things. Yeah, he is.
And he's even once he now picks up 2 shields, he doesn't make the block.
He is. Yeah. Oh, there goes.
Yeah, this is looking like
goes the rock
sloppy
shot.
play out of Doom. I'd like to see him practice some more and make it back in, but yeah, this is some rough play here.
This is arguably the ugliest match we've seen so far.
Well, the momentum is in their favor, headed back. Looks like they're going to try and regroup now that he lost the rock shot.
And they did that with so very few skills too. Like Burger and Gaignun have barely touched their arsenals right now. In comparison, there's like a difference of 6 to 7 skills between them.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, they've managed to do a whole lot with a whole little. Okay, there's a railgun. He's digging through attacks.
Maybe he switched out one of the Willows for a Rian, because I do see the railgun now.
Yeah,
I remember him telling me that it was 2, 2, and 2. He had 3 attacks, and he had 2 of each.
And speaking of Rian, it just got flash hold or a hold of some form.
Well, I know that's not the main focus of this deck, so it's not going to be too bad. But it always feels bad to lose a reincarnation.
Rian, it's the best attack in the game. Losing that attack, no matter what, just because of how reliable it is, it gets around shields, it works up close, does your dishes. It's like the best skill. But it's not mattering right now because they're taking it to Ronin, who is just about dead, and Doom is not far behind. And
they're putting a lot of pressure on the Gaignun too, but Murder is capitalizing, and he is dumping damage.
Yeah.
Murder's stepping up.
Well, they definitely need to take... Well, Murder's in a great spot here because he's got the high ground. Doom's finally going up to meet
We
him.
are prequel memes now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We went there. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, now it's not in a good spot because now they both got the high ground, and they may try to dump him in some lava here. Oh, there's a flash hole. For...
I think he caught something there. I didn't see it for sure.
I think it was a reincarnation.
Probably going to wait to lay the Traveling Thought until the next capsule spawn, and hopefully he can milk all 3 there.
Yeah, because you don't want to stall. Ooh, yeah, that's okay.
I mean, he's got rock shot. That's something.
Yeah, rock shot's okay because there goes the rock shot. Now you can.
What a laggy flame sword! Holy
Ew. I don't agree.
That was not laggy. Yeah,
that was you not blocking.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and the manual aim there with the railgun catches Doom. Yeah, that's it. Ends very quickly. Reborn Gaignun and Murder Mastodon with a cleaner win this time. Looking at
1.
Doom and Ronin. Clearly, these guys need to. Hold Hold
I
on.
think their God status just got revoked.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think Doom definitely could regain it if he plays some more, but looking shakier by the week. But this same team, they 3-0'd Ghost and Multitude last week. This week, not so much.
That's another team that's kind of in the old. They're kind of in the retired status. I hate to say it.
I think once Destiny hype calms down a little bit, they'll come back. But I played Ghost and Multitude last night, and I was telling you this before the podcast, but honestly, like a little bit of rust, but it was about the same kind of play you expect out of Ghost and Multitude. It didn't feel severely handicapped.
No, I just don't know if they just necessarily care that much. And on the Destiny note, they've probably already got all the max content. I mean, the game only had 2 weeks of it, so
I don't know much about Destiny myself, so I can't say.
That said, though, I definitely feel like some of the old gods of yesteryear. I don't know. I just don't know if they still have it anymore. This game's 12 years old. It's hard to maintain.
And we have
that
some
focus
new
and
names
dedication.
that are really making a name for themselves. Xanxus has been looking fantastic lately.
He's not new, you know that.
Well, not new, but he definitely wasn't remembered with the same kind of emphasis as, say, Ghost or Doomsday.
Yep, and even Gaignun wasn't on that level before, and
I'd say Gaignun was always pretty close.
No,
personally.
nobody was close. Nobody was close to Doom back then. Let's put it this way. How many times did he 3-0 you guys back in the old days?
I don't think we ever got 3-0'd. I think it was usually 3-1 or 3-2.
3-0'd, like triple 3-0'd.
Okay. Revisionist history over here.
Either way, the point stands is that Doom was in a class of his own, and he's starting to. His grades are slipping now. He needs to hit the books. But then again, he may not even care that much anymore. It may not even matter. Somebody else can pick up the torch now.
Yeah, well, I think there are several teams that are looking really good right now, and I think there will be people picking up the torch if he's not willing to put into practice. But I would love to see Doomsday make a comeback. And on that note, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll have more tag team coverage as well as 1v1 tournament coverage coming tomorrow.